Yes, of a truth, the entire system failed Mohbad, starting from the Nigerian government, Wumi, and the rest of them. According to closers, it was said that Mohbad had already passed on before he was carried to the hospital, and the hospital management never cared to withhold the body and call the police that someone that was brought to their premises had already given up. Rather, they released the body to Wumi and Mohbad's family. As if that was not enough, they took him to Ikorodu and buried him in a hurry. That's why the investigating team keeps saying the entire system failed Mohbad. Notwithstanding all that happened, justice must be served. Justice for Mohbad, justice for Imole. Let's listen to this audio for more details.
Just ask the question. I said after injecting Mohbad and they said this guy is dead and they said Mohbad is dead, she won't know that this is Mohbad. Is that what you guys are telling me?
Mohbad. She didn't know
when she was coming, my dear. She may not, when she was coming, she may not know who is Mohbad. But when she come in and injected, no, let's not insult ourselves.
Are you one of the family members?
Okay, let's not insult ourselves. I don't like insults.
We're just talking of what we heard.
Yeah.
We're not in the
now,
family.
The issue of water, you mentioned the issue of water.
Yeah.
You see, all of us, see, the thing is, when things happened, we try to like become professional. Some of us, we have done self-medication a lot. Some of us, till date, we still use auxiliary nurse. Till date. Despite that, what happened to Mohbad. Now, when somebody is conversing, naturally...
It's only Nigerians that like using all this self-medication.
I said some of us. I never said all of us. I said some of us. Even some of us who are abroad, our people who are at home, we tell them, okay, share any nurse kola dugbo. They do it. Yeah, unless we want to lie. Unless we want to lie.
Yeah, I'm not lying. Me, I don't do that.
I said some, ma'am. I said some. You are not part of the some. I said some of us. I do it. I do self-medication a lot. I can't remember the last time I went to hospital. I can't, maybe 30 years ago. I can't remember. No. It's what I grew up with.
That's why you take Agbo instead of doing nurses.
No, I'm just telling you, I can't converse me. I'm only just telling you that this is just a confession. That if we go deep, some of us are involved in this. If we are not involved, if Mohbad is in US, auxiliary nurse will never treat him. But because it is Nigerian system, people won't be mosile lagbo, which is not something that is known in the same society.
What? So who failed who now?
I already told you. I said number one. You see, the thing is that the family and the system failed the guy. And how do we correct this now? That is why I said most time I don't like discussing this Mohbad case anymore, because I see that people talk with emotions. They don't talk with like how do we
correct it? That's why
how do we avert future occurrence?
Yes.
That's what I always tell people, that when I come online to talk, I say, how do we avert
in a civil world?
In a civil society, in a civil world, okay, ma'am. In a civil world,
that hospital that he went, even if it was the first or the second, they shouldn't have released the body to them. They should have called the police.
Exactly. That is how it should be.
That's how it should be.
In fact, in the same society, once you bring that boy to that hospital, that first hospital, and they pronounce him dead, they're not even going to tell you to take him to mortuary. No.
They will not.
They're the one that will call ambulance, and they will call the police.
Yeah.
And they have plans on the spot. But the thing is, this is our system. And as we are speaking,
that is where
Mohbad's dead, for the past 2 years that Mohbad has died, do you know that, man?
That's why I expected all these NGOs coming in and doing rubbish.
NGO is coming to eat money.
This is the thing they should be doing.
I have written an article about this.
Educate.
Do you know the article I wrote? I said, do you know that we Justice for Mohbad, according to us, we Justice for Mohbad, do you know that we can push a bill in the Lagos State House of Assembly and call it Mohbad's bill, and said, going forward, if there's an emergency and any police who fail to attend to emergency should be seen as a criminal and be prosecuted. Any hospital that they brought somebody who is on emergency and you neglect the person, and the person died, and you don't call the police or the ambulance, should be seen as conspiracy to commit crime. And if this law is passed, the law should become Mohbad's law. By so, we have immortalized this guy.
That's where I expect the NGOs to be pulling weight.
But we are not doing it. We are doing fracas.
Please, can I ask one question?
Yes, sir.
Please. What I want to ask
I can't see
what I want to ask what I want to ask is, so assuming we the public do not come out and force for Mohbad assumption, would we hear all this mistake the family and the police and everybody is doing?
No.
Because they all come to a conclusion and agreed to a crime and seal it. But we, the public now, is digging out the crime. But you people are using sentiment to justify who is right and who is not wrong. But in all of them are wrong. All of them are wrong to Mohbad.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Imagine we the public, we didn't decide and force for Mohbad assumption. All this thing has been buried. They all came to an agreement and sealed it. So Baba is not innocent, Wumi is not innocent, the police is not innocent.
No.
We all came to an agreement and sealed something.
No, you know where we're mixing things up. Baba is innocent regarding the death of Mohbad. We're talking about the death of Mohbad. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that Mohbad died and nothing was done. The brother was there, the wife was there. They took him to the cousin was there. That's 3 family blood. His friends were there, and they took him to the police and to the hospital, and the hospital still failed him. That's what I'm talking about. Look, he had died. He had died before Baba Mohbad got there.
Put yourself in the shoes of Baba. Okay, if all these things are told, you are told all these things in a day, and then you are convinced and then settled to the idea that, okay, let's go and bury my son.
Okay, do you want me to finish? Let me finish.
Okay, please.
He had died before Baba got there. He had died before Abosede got there, the mom.
That is fact.
Yeah, but look at something. Don't you think there's oppression there? There's oppression there. There's oppression from the in-laws.
What's the oppression? Can we learn?
Yeah, there's oppression. This is influence. This case is about influence. This case is about man.
Be factual.
Man.
Be factual.
Yeah. From the wife's side, influence.
How?
Influence me. Because I can when they went to the police station, they didn't go to the police station around their jurisdiction. They went to the police station. You know, Baba doesn't know that area. They took him to the police station where they knew somebody. That is where what he basing.
Are you talking about facts? Yeah, or you are assuming?
Didn't you look, bro? Anything we're talking about here.
I want to learn. I'm asking question.
I don't like talking about. If I had seen you now, we talk. This case is about influence. Forget about it. It's about influence. It's about influence. Oh, I'm at work, guys. It's about influence. Please, let's leave sentiment. If police are very good. Nigerian police are good and smart. They know what they are doing. At that point,
let me just get you right so that I can understand you. So you mean that Wumi influenced Baba going to the police station where they have influence? Is that what you are saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would they not go to the police station beside the house?
No, good. Now, did the police tell them to go to the police station very close to Mohbad's house?
Who said that?
Did the police? I'm asking you a question. Did the police, when they went, they actually told them?
So what happened?
They did not. They had to move the body straight to Ikorodu.
That's why I'm saying the influences.
No.
One against how many people?
Ma'am, we have already killed that influence. Ma'am, we have killed that influence.
One against how many?
There is no influence. Instruction. That is why I said police work with law. The police gave you an instruction that this is not what the religion.
Brother,
do this.
We know
and you
my
decide to do what you want. And you are blaming the police.
Between Wumi for Mohbad. The way Mohbad is being treated, Wumi never love him. If it's somebody you love, believe me, it won't be
It's
like
it
this.
is his influence.
If you are talking about that, see, the thing is, we are trying to move into their personal life and their relationship. And if we are doing that, at the end of the day, we'll be making Mohbad look stupid. Because
We have to
hold on. Okay, hold on, mama. Hold on.
Mohbad is just a victim.
Wait,
because
hold on,
if
ma.
you love
Hold on,
your husband, you
ma'am,
won't get to this place. We have to talk about it.
Ma'am, yes, I agree with you. Now, the thing is, we are not Mohbad, and we don't know how their relationship is. For Mohbad to have spent a part of his life, years, with this lady, and decide to marry her, and decide to have a child, and up to the point of his death, he never came out to say, I don't love you or I don't want you. It means it is his decision to spend his life with this lady.
If you love your husband, your husband go out from Sunday, you won't wait for any noise to come from Cotonou.
I want to disagree, ma. You know why I want to disagree? Do you know that several times, me, I'm talking from my own experience, I use myself as an experience. I have had, I've been healed. That probably I'm having fever. And my wife will be like, go to the hospital now. I beg, hospital won't leave me alone. Then I will go and take this and I will treat myself several times. Does it mean she doesn't love me? Does it mean she doesn't love me? You guys are women. You know how adamant women are sometimes. You don't force us because of our ego.
Why did she rush him to the hospital? After the whatever,
because there's complications. There is complications.
Well, then that is.
Do you know how many times? Do you know how many times?
Wait to that stage of complications.
Do you know? Okay,
from what we were told, the driver said they've been trying to get them to go to the pharmacy or somewhere to go buy medication since 3 a.m. in the morning.
Okay, ma'am, let me tell you one thing. Do you know that if Mohbad does not use auxiliary nurse, he won't wait for auxiliary nurse? Do you know that? Do you agree with me, ma'am? If he doesn't use auxiliary nurse, if they don't want to take him to hospital, he will drive himself. Or he will force
them to start rushing
answer that question
to go and get something at the
I don't Before you go to rush
that is not an excuse. Mohbad now is a
you see, you are dodging that part. You are dodging that part.
I'm not dodging. I'm
talking. The thing with you guys is that you will see truth in one part. You are not going. See, the thing is, ma'am, you are not answer the question. The question is, if Mohbad have not been using auxiliary nurse,
it doesn't matter.
It matters.
Well, it get to a stage that is so difficult that they were looking for where to buy medication at 3 a.m. in the morning.
I agree. Now I'm asking you that question now.
I've agreed. To do your judgment if you love your husband.
I've agreed.
There's nothing you can tell me that I will believe in.
Now I'm not asking you. If Mohbad does not use auxiliary nurse, will he be waiting for auxiliary nurse to come and treat me?
That is not. You see, that is not an excuse.
That is where you don't want to answer. You don't want to answer that.
Mohbad, can you let me talk? Mohbad uses an auxiliary nurse, and at the 3 a.m. in the morning, they were looking for pharmacy to buy some medication. That should have override the auxiliary nurse. At that stage, Mohbad doesn't have a consent to say, I don't want this anymore. That tells you it becomes critical.
When something becomes critical,
you have to override that person. That tells you that person, from the way the nurse said, the nurse said Mohbad was not in the right state of mind.
Let's not go far.
They've already poured water on
If you are Mohbad,
can you let me talk? Let me tell you what
you are repeating yourself.
They said they've already poured water on Mohbad.
You are repeating yourself.
That tells you Mohbad's power of authority is gone.
That's not true. It now
belongs to me.
That's not true.
The right thing.
That's not true.
Mohbad cannot make a decision again.
That's not true. You guys are making Mohbad look like a stupid guy. You're making him look like a stupid guy.
I'm telling you from the medical terms.
No, it's not medical terms.
Water on Mohbad is telling you that it's now the situation is critical.
Can you tell me that medical terms are talking about? What's the name?
I'm telling you, when you get to a stage,
what is the name? What is it called in medical terms?
Can I talk? I don't have to make any name.
I'm asking you a question. Then you don't know it.
Mohbad has authority to say, this is what I want. Let me tell you, let me finish. But according to what they were said, water was poured on Mohbad. What does that tell you?
At what point was more water poured?
The nurse said by the time she got there, they pour water on Mohbad.
Okay, good. Did when the nurse came?
That tells you the
see,
situation.
the thing is
and
this:
the,
you
and
don't
the,
want to
and
be
the driver
engaging.
said, the driver said at 3 a.m. in the morning they were looking
Madam,
for
you are
pharmacy.
jumping from one to another. Let's iron one after
Let me
the other.
tell you, you are
Let's
a
iron one
man,
after the other.
and if you
Or
like
I allow
to
you to
continue
talk.
siding with Mumi,
Hey,
I don't have a
see,
woman.
this issue
I
is
don't
leave
have
Wumi
I
out of
have
all this.
sons.
Where
But
are
I'm
we
telling
siding
you,
Wumi now?
from what I'm
We
telling
are
you,
talking
I'm a
about this
mother,
thing.
and I'm
Okay,
talking
good.
from a
You
mother's
are a
side.
mother. Good,
Mumi didn't do a
Okay,
good
good.
job on
I
Mohbad.
agree with you 100%. I agree with you. Now I'm asking you, when the nurse came, did the nurse said, "Are you the nurse that want to come and treat me?" According to the nurse, that's a question for you, ma. Are you still there?
Sorry, I'm trying to finish and do some med and clock out, but I will continue
Oh,
telling you.
okay.
Mohbad is
No,
not a
ma,
good wife.
answer that
The
question.
Mohbad is not a
I've
good
already
wife.
said some things. I've
Even
agreed
if
with you.
you said the nurse said Mohbad was so fainted.
Ma, you
And the
are
way
dodging
Mohbad
the
was
question.
talking,
Stop dodging
no,
the
I'm not dodging
question.
it. Can I talk?
No, you
Mohbad
been saying, can I talk? Can I talk?
according
Keep
to the
quiet
nurse,
for you to
the
talk.
nurse
You have been
said,
talking. And I keep quiet. If I ask you
The
one
nurse
question, you
said
don't want to answer that
Mohbad
question.
was weak. If
Okay,
Mohbad is
good.
weak, is
I
that a
agree
good
with you.
judgment?
I agree with you. Now I'm asking you, the nurse said, Mohbad said, "Are you the nurse that want to come and treat me?" I'm asking you that
The
question now.
nurse said it, but the nurse
Okay,
said
good.
Mohbad was weak.
Ma,
You see
hold
that
on.
weak
I might
of a
jump
point
now.
and water
One
being
after
poured
the
on
other.
Mohbad? Let me
Hold
tell
on.
you,
Oh my
if
God.
they didn't charge me for negligence, I will be disappointed in Nigerian law.
Okay, good. I don't have issue with that. Now, if Mohbad could identify the nurse and said, "Are you the nurse that wants to come and treat me?" it means he is in his right state of mind. That's it. For him to identify that, "Oh, are you the nurse that wants to come and treat me?" it shows he is in his right state of mind. He can take decision. That's just what I want to just nullify. Thank you very much.